calamai, 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 calamai. Whatever. And good evening, everyone. Welcome to another exciting Saturday Night Winestream and another exciting episode of Drink with Rick. I'm Rick, and tonight, well, we have a couple little surprises for you here, and hopefully they're pleasant ones. The wine is certainly a surprise, at least to me tonight, because the wine that we're going to try is from Mendoza, Argentina. This is an Argentina Malbec, and it has a very interesting name, which is what caught my eye. But I found out just tonight what it means. And what it means, well, we'll get into that later on. But we have this wine here. It should be interesting, and I love a good Malbec, so we'll see how this fares with the other Malbecs I've tried in the past. And I will give it a fair and an honest review. Also, I'm going to try a strawberry cider. That's right, tonight we have a strawberry cider. We haven't tried a cider in a while, and there's a reason for that. That's one of the surprises I have to show you tonight. A strawberry cider. We're going to see how that fares as well. Of course, we have some foods to pair it with also, and plus, well, we have some national days to toast and some interesting, strange gummies that I've come across recently. We'll see what that's like, and our usual dad jokes and whatever else is going on in the chat, because you know what, the chat, you direct the shows. That's pretty much how it goes. You know, if you're just joining me for the first time, or the 238th time, because I believe this is the 238th episode of Drink with Rick on the Saturday Night Wine Stream. This is a stream of consciousness kind of show. I do have my show notes. I was trying to pull them up from underneath one of the surprises here I have to show you later. 238 episodes. Wow. Well, we haven't finished this episode yet. We're just getting started. I hope you'll join me for it. Well, of course, I do have my show notes, and they're right here as always, but I don't always follow them verbatim. We go off the beaten path pretty much a lot, most of the time. I try to stick to the bullet points here, but we go off the beaten path, depending on what happens in the chats and whatever else comes to mind, because, once again, this is a stream of consciousness kind of show. And, of course, this show is not about me. I'm just here to entertain you for the wine, the ciders tonight, whatever else we have going on. The show's not about me. The show is a little bit about the wine and ciders, but the show is mostly about you and me getting together on a Saturday night, kicking back, relaxing, and having a great time. That's what this show is all about. Now, you can get in the chats. I'll show you where we're going to be able to chat live together. And wow, we've got some chats going on here, I think. We have some viewers. Hopefully we've got some chats, some chatters in the in the chats as well. Look, if you want to chat with me live right now, let me pull up where we can do it. Let's see. Oh, it's up there. There we go. You can chat with me live. The Facebook page is facebook.com/drinkwithrick. You can chat with me live there. Kick is kick.com/drinkwithrick, and we've got a live chat going there. Odyssey is odyssey.com/@drinkwithrick: and the number 7. You can chat with me live there. Rumble, I think we figured out the chat on Rumble. Rumble.com. You can just type in Drink with Rick. It's a longer URL with a bunch of numbers, so it just type in Drink with Rick in the search, you'll find it. Twitch is, of course, twitch.tv/drinkwithrick and the number 1, drinkwithrick1. And YouTube, we're on YouTube, of course, youtube.com/drinkwithrick. Now, if you can't watch now and you can't watch later, you can always listen to the podcast. The podcast goes out Monday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern, and you can hear it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, your favorite Android app, Blueberry.com, iHeartRadio, podcastindex.org, TuneIn, Deezer, and via RSS, and of course by email. If you click on that button there that says by email, you will get this page. And this page is where you enter your email address, click the subscribe button, and you will get the latest episode of Drink with Rick as soon as it drops, and no salesman will call. It's just for getting the podcast. And of course, you can buy me a coffee or 2 or 3 or whatever you want to do. Right there, the Buy Me Coffee is up there, that button. And that helps support the show. Now, it doesn't really pay the bills, but it actually helps. It helps. Every little bit helps. So I hope that if you can't, don't do it. But if you can, drop a couple coffees for me. That would be great, because that will help at least pay for some of the prizes, or at least help pay for some of the prizes. It's really cheap and easy to buy me coffee. It really is. But it's okay. If you need the money, don't do it. Only do it if you have the spare change and you really want to, and if you like the show. And of course, you can always drop me a comment on the website at drinkwithrick.com. We are on the website, by the way. We are live on the website at drinkwithrick.com. Don't have a live chat going on right now, but if you go down to where tonight's show is streaming, click on tonight's show, you'll get that comment box down below it. You can put in your comments, and I will respond in kind. I do get comments on the show, and I do appreciate them. I get a lot of spam too. Some of the spam, I've read some of the spam on the show in the past, because some of it's pretty interesting and funny. But aside from all that, with all that out of the way, let's check the chat, see what's going on here. It looks like we're live everywhere we can be live, as I was saying a few moments ago. And it's good. Jaycon's in the chat on Odyssey, and Jaycon, it's great to see you here. Jaycon says, I bought a Montepulciano d'Abruzzo for the event. I have never had this type of wine before. Have you? The brand is Spasso. I'm not familiar. By the way, thanks for being here, and also thanks for buying me coffee last week. I do really do appreciate it. I saw it come through, and I also got an email from you, and if it's okay, I'd like to read part of that email. Just part of it, just because I liked it and I appreciate it, and it was a really nice gesture on your part. If it's okay with you, I'll read it, but I have it here just in case. Spasso, I'm not familiar with that label. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, thanks. I will read that here in a little bit. Spasso, I'm not familiar with the brand Spasso, but Montepulciano d'Abruzzo, yes, we have reviewed 2 or 3 of them on the show in the past. I think the most recent one was towards the end of season 5. As a matter of fact, we had a Montepulciano, and it was pretty good. I liked it, and I like saying Montepulciano. It's Montepulciano. It's how it's pronounced. D'Abruzzo. And yeah, I've butchered the Italian language so much, and I'm part Italian. But yeah, they're actually pretty decent wines. I'm not familiar with that particular label, again, as I said a few moments ago, but the wines themselves are actually pretty good. And they go pretty well with a lot of different dishes, and, including some different Italian dishes in particular. So I think you'll enjoy it. I think you'll enjoy it if it's a pretty decent label. Should be good. All right, let's check Kick and let's see, Rumble. We're on live on Rumble. I have not figured out the I haven't figured out the chat on this. There's a comment down below. So it's not so much a chat, but there's comments. So there you go. There's the chat there. I can see that chat pretty much immediately. So if you're on Rumble and you want to chat with me there, I will check that periodically. In the comments section. Okay, so here we go. We have this wine. Let me show you this wine. Pull up photos. This is what we're drinking tonight for the wine. And we're going to have a wine and a cider, but this is the wine. Now, when I saw this in Trader Joe's, of course, I thought it was Cuy. That's what I thought it was. But when I looked it up and did some research on the wine, it's actually pronounced Cuy. It's Cuy, which actually makes sense. But there is a story behind it. There's a backstory to this and why it's called Cuy. And why there is a picture of what I thought at first was a hamster is actually a guinea pig. There's a drawing of a guinea pig on the label. And the label really caught my eye. It was really colorful and all that. It didn't really look like a traditional wine label, but it did catch my eye. And I thought, okay, that's interesting. Cuy. And this is a Malbec. This is a 2023 Malbec, I believe. Anyway, here's the back of the wine. And I'm going to read the back of it for you. It says Cuy Malbec Natural 2023 Mendoza. This is a wine from Argentina, by the way. Made with organic grapes. That's checked off right there. Estate grown and bottled. Check. No sulfites added. Contains only naturally occurring sulfites. Check. And that gets a ding right there. Okay. Organic grapes. That's pretty good. Estate grown and bottled by Bodega Santa Julia in Mendoza, Argentina, imported by Plume Ridge, Claremont, California. And this is a red wine, product of Argentina. It's got all these labels. It's vegan. Yes, it's vegan. Comes from grapes. Organico. It's organic. Quality certified. Organic ingredients. So it says product of organic agriculture. And there is 14% ABV in this 750 milliliter bottle of wine. So there you go. Now this is an interesting, because let me give a close up on this. This has, can I get a close up on it? Yes, I do. This has a wax top on it. So now you could try to peel the wax off and everything like that. But generally what you're supposed to do with these wax tops is just sort of dig in and decork it, which is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to get my Drink with Rick, the official Drink with Rick mechanical decorker, as I call it, and we're going to pop it in there. This should be pretty easy to do. Yeah, it's a little more work because it's wax, and it's a pretty stiff cork, and it came right out. How about that? Look at that! Wow, is that something else or what? Anyway, that's there we go. There's some audience applause. So we have this open. We have it decorked, and we have the aerator going in there, and I can see the aerator in this bottle because it's a fairly translucent bottle. Look at that going in there. So no displacement whatsoever. It's just barely touching the top of the wine there. So let's go ahead. Drink with Rick coaster. I would want to say a wine coaster, but it's a coaster. You can use it for anything: beer, wine, cider, mead, soda, whatever you want to do. Okay, and to hold the grape nectar, I have my genuine Galway Irish crystal glass, given to me by my employers at BiteToWayRadios.com. So we're going to go ahead and pour a little bit of the wine into the glass. Pour a little bit more in there. Okay, give it a nice one. Wow, that's a very bold-looking wine. It's it is. So, and yeah, I mean, in the lights it looks bold, but it really is kind of a bold-looking heavy-bodied wine, I should say. And usually I see a wine where it's so heavy-bodied like that, I think, oh man, this is going to be bold, because a lot of the wines I've had that were full-bodied like this were kind of bold wines. So we'll see. And let's see. I think we need some good. Because I have to swirl it. We have to do the swirling. Let's get some swirl music going, and of course, the official Drink with Rick, which is now the official Drink with Rick swirl music. More cowbell. More cowbell. Okay. Got a good swirl going there. And wow, some intense aromas coming from here already. All right, well, we're going to set it aside for just a couple moments. Let it breathe a little bit. And while it's doing that, let's check the chats real quick, and then let's learn a little bit more about this wine. I'm checking Facebook's kind of quiet there. And the Island Hayes is in the chat on YouTube. The Island Hayes says, "Evening, Rick. Cheers." And right back at you. It's great to see you here. I appreciate it. Tell me what you're drinking or what you'd like to see me drinking. If I can afford a bottle of it, I'll see if I can find it and drink it too. By the way, Jaycon, I still have your recommendation for the Cane Rock rum, and I wanted to try to find some this week. Unfortunately, I had some difficulties with my car, which kept me from driving too many places during the week. So I'm going to give it another try this next week, and hopefully I can make it to the local State Line store or South Carolina or something, and see if I can find it. But I do have that on my list. And let's see, Twitch is looking pretty good right now. We've got folks watching on Twitch. And, okay, let's see. Any chats? Okay, I've got to check Rumble every once in a while for that. All right, so let's find out a little bit more about this wine. You may be surprised because I found out why it's called Cuy. Now, I checked around. I didn't find a whole lot of places online. I checked around online. There were a couple of places that had a little bit of information on it, not too much. I did find on Vivino, it is listed on Vivino, 3.5 stars based on all the vintages. I don't know how many reviews that is on all of them, but this is the 2023 vintage. It's mixed. I read a few of the reviews just briefly, and there were some mixed reviews. Some people like it, some people didn't, for various reasons, I guess. I didn't really delve too deep into that, but it is listed. Now, however, I did find it listed on a site called vinopointer.com, vinopointer.com, where they review some wines, and they review this. And this, of course, this is a Trader Joe's wine. I'll tell you pretty much what I paid for it. I was walking around Trader Joe's, and I saw it. It was a new. I thought I hadn't seen it before, and I thought it was a new entry. At least it was a new entry in our Trader Joe's in Charlotte. And I thought, okay, well, I'll give it a try. It was it was going for $9.99. I think that's what I paid for it, about $10 for this. So I thought, okay, I'll give it a try. Why not? And organic wine. I mean, come on, it's worth trying. It's organic wine, and that. A lot of wines just are not organic these days. So, I want to try to stay a little bit healthy. This is what I found out, and it's a little bit disturbing. So if you have kids that are listening in, you may not want to hear, especially kids with pets. Okay, this is what I found out about this Cuy. I thought it said Cuy, and it's actually pronounced Cuy. And this is what the front of the wine looks like, the bottle, Cuy. And you can see there's a drawing depicting a guinea pig. Okay. Yes, it's a guinea pig. Now, why is it called Cuy with a guinea pig? Well, I thought, they've got to call the wine something, right? They have to call these wines something. So, in this case, it is something I found out on vinopointer.com, and I'm not going to read it here, but I'm going to paraphrase a little bit, because they were saying, well, what is Cuy? And that's where I found out it was pronounced Cuy, Kwee. Okay, what Cuy is? It's a dish. It's a local dish. It's I think might know where we're going with this already. It's a delicacy that's it dates back to the 12th century AD, I assume, and this is when the Incas ruled the Andes. Okay, Cuy, it's guinea pig. Cuy is made of guinea pig. Now the thing is, in Peru, guinea pigs are not kept as pets like they are here in the U.S., but they are raised and revered as meat. Now, I'm reading this from Pointer. They are raised as meat, and they've been raised as meat for hundreds and hundreds of years. And the reason why it's called Cuy, because that's the sound that the guinea pig makes. Cuy, cuy. Cuy, cuy. Now, I don't know if that's the sound the guinea pig is making when it's just sitting around. Now, to be honest, right? My daughter had raised a guinea pig. She had a guinea pig for a pet back in the day. She raised it, and it was a sweet guinea pig. And guinea pigs are very, very smart. They're very intelligent animals. They're also very sociable. They generally like people. Apparently, some of these people like guinea pigs. People in Peru like guinea pigs, but not in that way. Not for pets. But I don't remember the guinea pig really saying Cuy. I guess it has squealed. I didn't really think of it as a Cuy, but I thought of it more as a guinea pig squeal. And usually the guinea pigs would squeal like if they were trying to get your attention, like if they were hungry and they wanted dinner, or they were excited to see you, or excited about something, and they or they were scared or something, they'd squeal. And they would make noises. Guinea pigs make noises, but the Cuy, I didn't really think of it as Cuy. But apparently that is why it's called Cuy. It's because of the sound the guinea pig makes. And maybe they're saying Cuy when they're about to be dinner. I don't know. But we'll leave it at that. I don't really want to think about that, because I think of guinea pigs, they're friends, not food. So, yeah. CM Cinder, if you're watching, I'm not eating guinea pigs. No. All right. So that's what that was about. Cuy. It's named after a dish made of guinea pig. So they say that yeah, you would think, but yeah, well, they say, I don't know who they are that say this all the time, but apparently they say that the flavor is said to be a mix of chicken and rabbit with a bit of gaminess. So it, I guess you could say in a way it tastes like chicken, right? I guess. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we'll leave that alone for now, and we'll go right into we'll go back into the tasting. All right. I'm going to taste this Cuy. No, we're not going to taste Cuy. We're going to taste the wine called Cuy. We're not tasting any Cuy. No guinea pig. We're going to taste. Okay, whatever. So let's give this wine a little bit of a whiff. Let me check the chats one more time. Okay, I don't want to miss the chats. Okay, Jacon says, on the back of my wine bottle, did you know that a flock of 100 plus flamingos gather in the northeast part of Italy each year? If you're lucky, you might catch one of these majestic creatures, Fenicotero, and Italian, is that Fenicotero? Maybe it's Fenicotero. Yeah, it's Fenicotero. In Italian, flying above this area. Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting note. Well, that's cool. Maybe I should. What is this called? Spastic? Oh, Spasso, right? I'll see if I can find that. Not spastic. Spasso. Okay, my bad. And this island, hey, stick around because we're going to have some fun. We're going to taste the wine. We're going to taste the cider. We're going to. We may do some giveaways tonight too. So if you've haven't been here before and you haven't experienced a giveaway, stick around. You might win something in this giveaway. Now, the things that give away, I can only ship in the U.S. right now, but we'll see. If you're in the U.S., you never know. Maybe you'll win something. And I have some things to give away. Yes, did I say that? Yes, I did. Okay. All right, I'm checking around, and it looks like we're good. So let's go ahead and give this a little bit of a whiff, and we'll give it a little bit of a taste. And right off the bat, I'm getting some fruit. It's very fruity. It smells very fruity. And I'm also getting a little bit of, it smells a little like plum. Let's give it a taste. Several fruits in here. Yeah, it is tasting a lot like plum. It's also tasting got a hint of chocolate in there, I think. And I didn't see much on here for reviews, to be honest, but what other people said, but some of the stuff they mentioned I'm not tasting. I am getting plum and a little hint of chocolate. Kind of jammy. This wine is fairly jammy, very fruit forward. It's kind of jammy, a bit of jam in there. It's actually kind of pleasant. It's kind of meat. It's not as bold as I thought it was going to be. I expected it because of what it looked like, because this is very full-bodied. It really is a full-bodied wine. But it's not. It's very dark ruby color. Very, very dark ruby color. Let me give it, if I can get a closer shot of this. Yeah, very, very dark. Look at that. Very, very nice dark ruby color. But it's not tasting as bold as I thought it would. Kind of medium tannin. I expected it to be a lot more tannic. Just from the look of the wine, I kind of thought it might be more tannic than it is. But it's a medium tannin. It's not real super smooth, but it has a nice long finish. It has very long finish to it. Very long finish. Yeah, pretty jammy, but it has a nice long finish to it. And surprisingly, 14% alcohol, ABV, alcohol by volume. I'm not tasting as much alcohol as I would have expected. Some of these really bold wines, you can just really taste the alcohol in it, and that's what I don't like. This is actually not bad. from a wine, and I like Malbecs, and I like Malbecs from Mendoza, as a matter of fact. We've reviewed quite a few on the show, and most of them have been pretty decent. This I put right up there is also a fairly decent wine. It's got some legs to it. Wow. It has some, I don't know if you can see that. See the tears? I don't know if you can see the tears in here, and then put it up against I don't know, put it up against my face. See the tears in my face? But yeah, it has some, it does. It has some long legs to it. Very much so. I don't know if you can see that too well, but it does. It has some some long legs to it. It's yeah. So far, the wine is pretty decent. I think it's all right. But let's go ahead and pair it with some food. Let me put up camera 3 real quick. That was pretty quick, wasn't it? This is what we had to pair it with on camera 3 tonight. Camera 3, we have a chicken wing right there. That's a barbecue chicken wing, so this might be okay with it. We also have some meatball, and that should be okay with it. We also have some cheddar cheese. Now, the cheddar cheese should be good with this. We have a couple of desserts here, too. We'll cover that later. But that's what we have to try with. I'll tell you what, let's try with a little bit of the meatball first. And try picking this up with my left hand. And let's go to, there we go. It's a cold meatball now because it's been sitting here for a better part of an hour. Still a good meatball, though. Let's try it with this wine. Not a bad meatball. Oh. Okay, it works pretty well with the meatball. And that meatball has a little bit of tomato sauce on it. It's not bad. Yeah. I could have this with a meatball sub, or Malbecs go pretty good with chicken. Not chicken. What I'm saying, beef and pork. Not so much chicken usually, but beef and pork, and sometimes some game. A couple of gamier meats it can go pretty well with certain ones. It goes good with a fair variety of foods. Let's see what's on camera 3 here. Well, you know what I've got to do? I've got to do first. I have to clear the palate. So let me clear the palate. Okay, palate cleared. Let's go back to camera 3 and let's try it. Well, yeah, we have a chicken wing. Yes, we do. This is a barbecue wing. So we're going to try this. It's kind of cold too, but it's okay. Good wing. By the way, these are leftovers. Everything's always leftovers, right? It's always leftovers. It's colder now, so it's going to take longer to chew. There's more for the ASMR crowd. Why do I keep mentioning the ASMR people? I'll tell you in a minute. There's a lot to. I took a big bite. Really good though. This is really chewy. Okay, let's try it with wine. Interesting. It brings out the smoky flavor of the barbecue, but I think the wine itself has a little bit of smokiness to it, actually. Yeah, has a little bit smoky to us smokiness to it on its own. So let me go ahead and clear the palate one more time. Let's go back to camera 3 one more time. And let's try it with the cheese. This is the cheddar. This is a medium cheddar, so it should be okay with this cheese. And sometimes I've found some Malbecs to make the cheddar cheese pop out a little bit more. We'll see. And it does. However, what really pops out, now this is interesting. It's not cheese, but something else popped out in the wine. Now, it makes the cheese pop out a little more, but it made the wine pop out a little more. In this case, I tasted a new taste in this wine I wasn't tasting in the beginning. Try that again. See if I can identify it. I did. Still can't completely identify it, but it's almost a minty taste. A couple of tastes in there. A couple of, like a mint and an herb in there that was interesting. I don't know what that is. I can't really identify it right off the bat. This, very, very, I want to say it kind of tastes like an elderberry a little bit. I don't know why, but it kind of tastes, and I haven't had elderberry in a long time, but I did when I was a kid. It's almost like an elderberry taste. And that I thought was interesting. Kind of like, sort of like between a blackberry and an elderberry. That was very interesting. I'll have to try that again later on. But, that was kind of a taste sensation. Pour some more of this. Actually, I'm kind of liking this wine. I wonder if it goes good with Cuy. I'm not going there anymore. Okay. I know. Anyway, let me go back to the chats for a minute. All right. Island Hayes says, munching on some Edam cheese over here. Oh, I like Edam. I like Edam cheese. That's good. So you having that with any wine? Are you having it with anything, any libation? Or just the cheese on its own? I like Edam cheese. It's good. I haven't had any for quite a while, but I do like it. Jacon wants to know, do you think it would pair well with the South American delicacy? I think I just mentioned it. I missed that. I'm a little behind. I'm a little behind on the chats now. Jacon says, ironically, the wine you're reviewing seems to taste similar with mine, given the notes you were saying about it. You know, the thing is about the Montepulciano is it can vary a little bit in taste. And I'm trying to remember what I said about the last one we tried, but it was actually pretty decent. We had it with we paired it with a few foods. You can go back and watch that episode or listen to that episode. It was we had fun with that episode too. We did. All right, so I think we're caught up in the chats, right? And I didn't miss anything, did I? Okay. Deep notes of plum. Yes, yeah. There was some plum in, as I recall, in one of the Montepulcianos that we tried. That was a long time ago, but I think there was some plum in one of those. I want to say there was some blackberry, and there was one that I had that had a little bit of licorice to it, and I like licorice. But you can get a lot of different tastes, and that's one of the really cool things about wine. And there are two things about wine I think that are really, really interesting. One, you can get a lot of different taste sensations in a wine all at once that don't have anything to do with tasting like grape. You'd think, well, this is grapes, it's going to taste like grapes, right? No, you get this whole explosion of flavor that is all these little nuances, all these little tiny things that, it can taste like anise, it can taste like fennel, it can taste like strawberry and plum and cherry, and a lot of the wines I've had that have a strong cherry flavor to it, blackberry, a lot of different things. And then the last thing you think about is it tastes like grape. No, it tastes like everything but grape, which is really, really fascinating about wine. The second thing that's really fascinating about wine, and this is one of the reasons why, and I don't dump on the sommeliers because, once again, they have truly refined palates, and they spend many, many years and decades, honing their tastes for wine. But the thing is, and this is why I say that just because a wine expert might like the wine, might not like the wine, or may be indifferent to it, doesn't mean that you're going to feel the same way, because you might think completely differently. Your taste might be different because everyone's taste is a little bit different and everyone's preferences are a little bit different. So you might taste the same things in the wine that I do, like the same wine, like this Cuy. You might taste the same exact things in the wine that I do. Or you might taste something really, really different. And because your tastes are different, your palate's a little different, that's one of the cool, amazing things about wine. That's one of the fascinating things about it. And, as a matter of fact, when I was checking reviews, when I check reviews for all these wines, and I look through them, a lot of people will say there are certain tastes that are the same. They'll have a common one. They'll, it tastes like this, or it tastes like that. Some strong cherry notes, some strong blackberry notes, or it tastes like pineapple or something like that. And like the wine we had last week had a bit of a pineapple taste to it. That one wasn't that last week. The wine that we had, the Pinot Grigio. And other people will say, well, I'm not tasting that at all, but I'm tasting, like say in the case of the Pinot Gris, well, I'm tasting pineapple. Well, I'm not really tasting pineapple in it. What I'm tasting is apple, green apple, and pear. And you can get people with completely different tastes, and of course, I haven't seen people fight over it. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But it shouldn't, because I think wine brings people together. I got that in there. But, it's just everyone's a little different. That's how it works. Jacon says, how much do the barrels that wine is aged in do for the flavor? They can do a little, and they can do a lot. It kind of depends. Like some of the wines that are they're aged in steel. There's some that are aged in steel. I don't want to say barrels. They're not barrels. Technically, they're not barrels. When I think of barrel, I think of a wood barrel. But they're aged. Some of them are aged in steel containers, and that really doesn't pick up any flavor. Some others that are aged in oak barrels or some other type of wood, like cedar or something like that, will pick up. And it depends on how long they're aged in there. It also depends on the age of the barrel itself, how many other wines have been that the barrel has been. Because some barrels, they'll use a fresh barrel, and others they'll reuse another barrel. But it depends on a lot of those factors. But yes, the wines will pick up, depending on how long the wine is in there aging, it can pick up a little bit, it can pick up a lot. That's why it's very important when they pick out the type of wood, like they'll say, oh, this has been aged in oak. It's not just any oak, it's an oak from this certain forest, it's an oak from this certain region. It's that sort of thing. So they've got it down to that sort of thing. Like different oak barrels will have a different smell to it, and if the oak barrel itself is really old, if it's old oak, or if it's new fresh oak, that's going to make a difference. But you can taste. Usually, you can taste it in the wine. You can tell in the wine how kind of how it's been aged in there. You can pick up a little bit of the oakiness. If the wine is going to have an oaky taste if it's been aged in oak barrels. How much of an oak taste is going to vary on a lot of things. It's going to vary on some of the things I just mentioned, but it's also going to vary on how it was stored, in how those oak barrels were stored, how they were kept, how long they were stored. And of course the wine itself, because the chemistry of the wine itself can alter that as well. So if you have a wine that, from one type of wine that may not interact that much with the oak, and other wines that may interact a lot with the oak, then you're going to have different tastes, so different levels of oak taste in the wine. So it's going to depend. It's really is a science. It really is. So let's see. Let me check the other chats for just a minute. And Edam, I hope you're enjoying the Edam cheese there, Island. That sounds pretty good. I kind of wish I had some here. I like a good Edam. And one I miss the Trader Joe's double cream Gouda. I like the Gouda cheese, and we haven't had it for a while. We had it pretty much most of season 5, and I paired it with a lot of wines. Never had a miss with the Gouda, and in many cases it's actually saved the wine. But I haven't had any for a while. We're going to have to go back and stop back at our local Trader Joe's and see if we can get some. All right. Well, we've got the tasting done, and we've got everything else going. Let's see. Oh, man, it's 10 minutes to 11 p.m. Eastern time over here in Charlotte, North Carolina, on the East Coast. So I think it's past time for us to do the national days. So without any further ado, let's toast the national days. And we don't have a whole lot of national days to toast, but we do have a few. So let's go ahead and start with the national days. Ready for the national days? I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Let's toast the national days. Today, May 18th, 2024, is National Cheese Souffle Day. It's National... National Cheese... I don't really eat cheese souffle, to be honest, that much. But I don't know why I said, oh, yeah, but there you go. National Cheese Souffle Day. And there's a cheese souffle. I know I had one for it somewhere. I did do some show prep, a lot more than my lovely wife she would have liked, but I did do some show prep. So here you go. Here's a cheese souffle for a National Cheese Souffle Day. I think that it's supposed to be a cheese souffle anyway. I got these are Creative Commons Zero. These are like public domain from pxhere.com. So, National Cheese Souffle Day. There you go. I'll drink to that. This might go okay with cheese souffle. It might. All right, today is also, believe it or not, I didn't even know this was a day. I didn't know this was a thing. Today, it is. Today is also National No Dirty Dishes Day. That's right. May 18th is National No Dirty Dishes Day. I don't have anything for that. Yeah, there we go. It's National No Dirty Dishes Day. And in honor of National No Dirty Dishes Day, and I don't know why we're honoring it, but apparently we are, we're going to toast National No Dirty Dishes Day. So here is to National No Dirty Dishes Day. I'll drink to that. It's nice to have no dirty dishes. Have a meal and then the dishes are just kind of done. They're all cleaned. Nobody has to do the dishes. No Dirty Dishes Day. By the way, that reminds me, I don't know if you were, anybody here is a fan of Lost in Space, but that reminds me of Lost in Space. Bison Gaming is in the chat. Wow, Bison Gaming's here. Bison Gaming, it's great to see you. By the way, I want to say thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Thanks for Bison Gaming and for everybody who's showing up in the chat tonight. It's great to see you here. How you been? It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. We're going to review a cider here shortly. And then we're going to have some other fun. And I'm going to do some giveaways. So stick around. I've got some new things to give away. So hopefully you'll join me for that. So where were we? It's No Dirty Dishes, right? No Dirty Dishes Day. Oh, I had a story. There you go. Well, not really a story. Who likes Lost in Space? The old Lost in Space show, the original one. So the funny thing is about that show, that always cracked me up when I watched that show, was the dishes. They would sit around inside the Jupiter 2, all the castaways, all the castaways, castaways that were lost in space. You had Dr. John Robinson and Maureen Robinson, his wife, and Don, the pilot, and Judy, and the rest. They're not on Gilligan's Island. Sorry, that was. So no, we haven't gotten that far into the bottle, have we? I can't pretend. Okay, so anyway, so everybody, and then you have Dr. Smith. Oh, the pain of it all. Everybody was sitting around eating their trays of pre-made dinner. They just pop in and just pop out, and it's kind of like a microwave, but it's like the dinner's all ready to go. And then when they're done and they dump the dishes, right, what happens with the dishes? They put them in and the dishes are like instantly cleaned. And the one that got me, that really made me crack up, it was how Maureen Robinson, they would be doing the laundry, right? They throw in all these dirty clothes into the laundry machine. Washing machine. And then about 10 seconds later, they're having a little discussion. About 10 seconds later, they pull them out, and they're all dry, and they're clean, and they're folded. They're all, they're all folded up, ready to go, ready to put away. And I'm thinking, wow, so that's what the 21st century is like. We're still folding our own clothes, and trust me, it takes a while. So, and then again, we don't have flying cars like on the Jetsons either. So there you go. No flying cars. Really. That hasn't happened yet, has it? All right, anyway, so here's to, that was a long lead up to this, National No Dirty Dishes Day. I'll drink to that. It's also National Visit Your Relatives Day. Third Saturday in May. In this case, May 18th, 2024 is National Visit Your Relatives Day. No, that's May 18th for sure. National Visit Your Relatives Day. So we should all visit our relatives, right? Have our relatives come visit us, just not for 3 months. All right. Anybody seen National Lampoon's Vacation movies? Okay. Christmas Vacation and all that. Okay. Here's to National Visit Your Relatives Day. Also, today is National Learn to Swim Day. That's the third Saturday in May, in this case May 18th. So, National Learn to Swim Day, I think we should all learn to swim. I was never a very good swimmer. And I had a tough time learning to swim. But here's to National Learn to Swim Day. I will drink to that. It's also National HIV Vaccine Awareness Day. Drink to that. We got plenty to drink to here. Ooh. And it's National Armed Forces Day. The third Saturday in May is National Armed Forces Day. So I will drink to that. Why not? Drink to National Armed Forces Day. We might as well do May 19th as well. May 19th, which is going to be today in about an hour and 2 minutes. That's a Sunday. National Devil's Food Cake Day. Yeah, I will drink to that. Why not? National Devil's Food Cake Day. Okay. I like Devil's Food Cake. I like Angel Food Cake. It's also National Take Your Parents to the Playground Day. Now, isn't this interesting? Saturday is National Visit Your Relatives Day. And Sunday, the next day, is National Take Your Parents to the Playground Day. Interesting. I don't know. I wonder if that means something. By the way, all these days, before I forget, all these days are courtesy of NationalDayCalendar.com. National Day Calendar is Marlo Anderson's site. He is the CEO and curator of all these national days. Thank you, Marlo. Appreciate it. And by the way, that's not really a plug. I'm giving them a free plug. They haven't given me any free plugs, I'll tell you that. And no, it's not a paid endorsement. Nobody pays me to do any of this. I'll tell you that. Anyway, I'll drink to that. National Take Your Parents to the Playground Day. Why not? It's also, I had a joke in there, but I'm not going to say it. It's morbid. National, yeah. And this is a, I know. It's also, this is a family-friendly show, okay? National May Ray Day. Tomorrow is National May Ray Day. Now, what May Ray Day is, that's when you get out and you enjoy the sun's rays in May. That's my understanding of it anyway, according to NationalDayCalendar.com. So here's the National May Ray Day. I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow where we are, but hey, here it is. I'll drink to that. And with that, I think that'll do it for the national days. By the way, once again, we are drinking, let me pull it up again. This is what we're drinking. We're drinking the Cuy. Cuy, as in the dish made of, are we going to go there again? Yeah. Oh, man. Made of guinea pig. All right, and this is actually a pretty decent wine. I don't know, and once again, J-Con, I don't know if this goes good with guinea pig. I don't know. I'm not going to try it. It's just, that's not my thing. But I'm not going to be eating guinea pigs. If you want to try it sometime, that's totally up to you. No, I'm not going to judge. No judgment from me. That's your call. But for me, I think I'll stay off the guinea pig there. That just I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna eat the guinea pig. No, not for me. So yeah. J-Con says helicopters are our flying cars, I suppose. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Helicopters are flying cars. And a lot of people have made attempts to make flying cars. I understand somewhat successfully in certain instances, but not successfully enough to actually mass produce them at all. It's just kind of an individual thing, and they've been more like airplanes than cars, really. You know what, though? And this island says it's great, and on the Edam cheese, this island says it's great. Mine's from Aldi, but I should pick up some from Trader Joe's. Aldi, you know what? I've been to the Aldi, and Aldi has some pretty interesting foods there. I haven't really. I've been in Aldi a couple of times. My lovely wife, she shops at Aldi sometimes, and she says the food there's pretty good. The foods are good. I haven't really spent a lot of time in Aldi, but I should go in there and check the cheeses out. Island Say says, cheers, souffle. Aaron is in the chat. Aaron is in the chat on YouTube, and it's great to see Aaron. THC gummies, or, okay, we're going to get to the gummies. Oh, yeah, we got to get to the gummies, right? All right, is that on the list to do before or after the cider? Let me see. No, we're going to do the gummies right now. You must have been reading my notes. Turn them over. There we go. Nobody can read my notes. Okay, I don't care. Anyway, THC gummies, or, okay, we're going to find out right now. Let's talk about gummies. Yeah, let's talk about gummies. Because this was planned for the show, yes. We're going to talk about gummies for a minute. Let me pull up my gummies thing here. I've got the wrong mouse up here. There we go. Gummies. Oh, wow. Okay. That's not gummies. That's Amber, our dog. Okay. She's a cute dog, but she's no gummy. Okay, so gummies. Let's talk about gummies. All right. I like gummies. Who doesn't like gummy bears? Let me pull up the photos. All right, gummy bears. We have gummy bears. We have all kinds of gummies on this planet. Gummy bears are some of my favorite. They have different kinds of gummy bears, and they're different kinds of gummies. Lots of different types of gummies. And gummy bears generally are made with gelatin. Could be beef tallow or pork, or a mix of beef and pork, or something else. Sometimes there's some totally fake gummies out there, but there are lots and lots of gummies, right? Lots of gummy bears. I've got a lot of pictures of gummy bears. I tell you, I love some of my favorite gummy bears. There are some that there are some that are gluten free, and there's some that are also sugar free. Lots of different kinds of gummies. Gummy worms. Now, gummy bears have always been kind of a thing, a kind of traditional thing, right? But then they came up with gummy worms. And at first I thought, gummy worms. But they were tasty too. And I was thinking, okay, it doesn't really care much what the shape is too much. I've seen gummy everything. And I thought I'd seen gummy everything. But gummy worms. And you got all these other kinds of gummies. You got gummy fruits and gummy, toys and all gummy everything. Different types of gummies. But it got to the point where, okay, the other day I'm shopping. I'm in the local Harris Teeter. Seriously, I'm got to prepare you for this. I'm in the local Harris Teeter the other day, which is a local store, supermarket here, and I did a double take. So I had to take some photos because I thought, well, okay, they're taking gummies to the next level. Now, it's one thing to have little gummy bears and little gummy worms and people, kids saying, hey, I'm eating a worm, but it's a gummy worm. Or a little gummy, toys or little gummy, fruits or things. It's a fruit. It's a gummy. It's not a real fruit, right? Anybody know where I'm going with this? The Island Hay says sugar-free gummies equals super laxative. That's absolute. Oh, yeah. That's absolutely. Yeah, that's absolutely true. No question about that. I've had some of those, and that's, yeah. Well, let's not go there right now. Let's go back to these. Wait till you see what I got for gummies. Okay, so we've had the gummy bears and all this kind of stuff. So I go into the local supermarket, and this is what I see. I kid you not. I kid you not. Yes, Oscar Mayer gummy bologna. Oscar Mayer gummy bologna. And of all flavors, you'd think it would be bologna flavored gummy bologna, which would be totally gross, but at least they had the sense to flavor it like something fun, like strawberry. Okay, so Oscar Mayer gummy bologna strawberry. And of course it is artificially flavored, because what isn't artificially flavored these days? Yes. Oscar Mayer gummy bologna. So, seriously, that's to me that's kind of disgusting. But it would be even more disgusting if it were actually bologna flavored gummy. That would be totally disgusting. But that's not all I saw. Okay, next to it, I see this. Gummy bagel bites. We got bagel bites. That's gummy candy, fruit-flavored gummy candy. They kind of look like bagel bites. Actually, they look a little bit better than the original bagel bites, because once you heat up, the bagel bites look good in the picture on the box, but then when you actually get them in the microwave and nuke them up a little bit, they don't look as good. That's just my opinion, but I don't know if they get good with this wine. But bagel bites gummy candy. All right. That's weird. I don't know that I could do bagel bites gummy candy, but then, and I don't know what flavor that is, to be honest. It does say Frankfurt instead of Frankfurt. Frankfurters. Frankfurt. That's the name of the company. Okay, then we get really into into strange territory here. We get to the I want to pull this one up. Yeah, we get to the gummy candy Lunchables. Yes, the gummy candy Lunchables. And yes, I don't know, gummy candy Lunchables, and it's not just nachos with cheese and salsa dipping gummy candy. That's what it says. It says gummy candy Lunchables nachos with cheese and salsa dipping gummy candy. So we got, I'm not sure what we're looking at. We're looking at candy nachos. We're looking at candy cheese and candy salsa, and the cheese and salsa are dipping candy. And it's all gummy candy. Unless we're dipping gummy candy into cheese and salsa, and then that would just be absolutely disgusting. So I don't know about that.
No.
Gummy candy Lunchables. Wow. So just when you think it couldn't get any worse, or better, depending on what you like. I don't know what the flavor. They don't say what flavor it is. That's the thing. They don't say what flavor these Lunchables are of the gummy candy. So I don't know. For all I know, it's cheese and salsa flavored gummy candy. I had no idea. Maybe I should have bought a box and tried it out. Anyway, then we get now we get to the good stuff. Everybody ready? Should I take a short break and just let everybody just kind of let's break from this. What do you make of this, Beast on Gaming? Jaycon says Oscar Mayer has a way with Gummy. Oh man, I'm hitting all kinds of. You made me go crazy here. That was a good one. I just hit all kinds of wrong buttons here because I just didn't know. I didn't know how to react to it. I didn't know how to react to that, so I just hit a whole bunch of buttons. Oscar Mayer has a way with Gummy. Yeah. I was trying to go for. I was going for something else, but I couldn't. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find my reaction there. Yeah.
I'm not allowed to answer that kind of question.
Jaycon says, "What about those little Skittles next to the bagels? Easier to chonk on." Yeah, I went nuts with all of the. Just ignore that. I've got some editing to do later. I have some serious editing to do later. The Island Head says, "Cursed flavor." All right, let's finish this up because it's getting worse. It's getting worse, and the night is. Yeah. I think I really need to have a little wine before I do the next one. And if anyone has a libation, preferably an alcoholic one, you'll need to take a swig before you check the next one. Okay, I'm serious now. Yes, if you thought the gummy Lunchables were bad enough, you've got the gummy pepperoni pizza kit. Yes, the gummy pepperoni pizza kit. Buildable gummy candy, artificially flavored. But they still don't tell you what the artificial flavors are. They don't tell you that. I mean, what do they tell you? Gummy pepperoni pizza kit. Does it taste like pepperoni? I don't know. It's weird. Gummy pepperoni pizza kit. So you're making a gummy pizza with all of these gummy candies on top. Look like pepperonis and cheese. So we're talking about gummy pepperonis and gummy cheese. I tell you, this is nasty stuff. So I'm not kidding. This is weird. Okay, I got one more. If you thought that was weird, look at this. We have the gummy cracker stackers. I kid you not. The gummy cracker stackers. This is real stuff. I didn't make this up. This is not some kind of AI generated thing. This is real stuff in a store. Gummy cracker stackers. Gummy Lunchables. Buildable gummy candy. Build your own gummy candy. I've built a lot of stuff. Build a bear. Built my own. What do you call it? Built your own burger and a lot of other stuff. But buildable gummy candy. Gummy cracker stackers. So they taste like gummy crackers. They taste like crackers. Here's the whole point of this. As if there really is a point to this. Besides grossing everybody out, including me. But the point is that if you look at the box, it doesn't tell you what those flavors. It says artificially flavored, but artificially flavored with what? Artificially flavored what? And artificially flavored with what? It doesn't tell you. So is it like the crackers part tastes like I don't know, vanilla, and then the meat tastes like strawberry, and the cheese tastes like orange or something? I don't know. Or Is it a lot more sinister than that? Is it the crackers taste like cracker? The meat tastes like bologna, and the cheese tastes like cheese. I really don't know. I've got one more to show you. I hesitate to do this one because this is really going to be. This is over the top. This is really over the top. How many people love mac and cheese? Everybody. Who doesn't love mac and cheese? Jaycon says, and I thought regular Lunchables were bad for you. Yeah, and that's a good point. It's an excellent point. The regular Lunchables are full of all kinds of artificial ingredients. You know, it's all processed foods, processed meats, processed crackers, and artificial this and that. And then you've got the really, I mean, that's really fake. But then you've got the gummies, and that's candy, and it's artificially everything. So I don't know how, and they're selling this presumably to kids. I'm sure there's some adults that eat this too. Maybe we should open one sometime and try it. I don't really want to do that. I'll tell you what health I have left. Yeah. We should buy and pair it with the wine. I don't think so. I'm not doing that. The Island Hay says, gummy butter rounds, my favorite. Yeah, I don't know about that. I really don't know. But I agree. It's this is some nasty stuff, I tell you. Okay, well, let's prepare you for the last one. I need to take a full swig of this wine before I do that because the Cuy. Because this should make you queasy. Queasy. See what I did there? Yeah. I was going to hit the rim shot, but I don't have a producer. Okay, yeah, I know. See, I need a producer, such as I am. Okay, so I've got one more. I got to prepare you for this one. Who doesn't like mac and cheese? Well, will you still like mac and cheese after you see this? Will you still like mac and cheese after you see this? Yes, it is. They did it. Right next to the Oscar Mayer gummy bologna, no less. They made the Kraft mac and cheese gummies. Gummy candy, Kraft mac. It comes in a box that looks like Kraft mac and cheese, but it's gummies. The mac and cheese are gummies. Now I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. I'm just speechless. Seriously. I don't know what to say. Are you done yet? Okay. So, mac and cheese gummies. Now, what's to say? I'm sure this has to happen somewhere, sometime, right? Let's say, for instance, the local supermarket has the mac and cheese. Maybe the stock person stocking the Kraft mac and cheese in the aisle for the mac and cheese gets mixed up and accidentally stocks this Kraft mac and cheese gummies right next to it. And then what happens? Then what happens is somebody mistake, you got some harried person, they got 5 kids in tow and they're just in a hurry trying to get their shopping done real quick, and they just shoving stuff into the shopping cart, and then they're taking it home and they don't even look at the box. You know, they just grab it. It's in the mac and cheese. It looks like mac and cheese. You see the little, see the little cellophane window there. It looks just like mac and cheese, doesn't it? It sure does. And they get it home. They have it on the shelf for a while next to the other boxes of Kraft mac and cheese. And then one evening they're going to say, hey, let's have some mac and cheese for dinner. And so they get out the pot and they dump it in the pot without even really looking at it. And then the next thing you know, it's, oh well, what can I say? Yeah. What can I say? You know, I'm just thinking it. I'm thinking it. It's gonna happen. It's bound to happen at some point. It may have already happened for all I know. I'm just saying. All right, so there's my gummy thing, and you can't unsee that now. You know, maybe we should try and taste it and see if it really does taste like, I don't know, bologna. I don't know. Anyway, so much for the gummies. So, what else we got going on here? It's about time to close it up now, isn't it? The Island Hay says, I hate that I'm curious enough to want to try these gummies. Really? Right? Is that right? That's right. I mean, it's like, yes, I am. I agree with you. It's now I got to go to the store and plunk down some money. Did I show you how much some of these cost? I didn't really show you what they cost, but there is one of these things that had a price on it. I can't remember which one it was. It was not that one. It was not this one. That was the gummy one. There was one that had a price tag at the bottom. Then the Lunchables, $6.49 for this. $6.49 for the gummy candy Lunchables. I don't know. Is it worth $6.49 just to try it? Just the curiosity there. It's like, you know, that's my last $6.50, whatever the tax is on it. Probably $7 total. I'm just guessing. My last $7, I'm gonna try this gummy candy. See if it really tastes like bologna. Yeah, I don't know. Well, you can try. I tell you what, Island Haze, if you're up for it, go ahead and see if you can find it and report back to us and let us know what you think. And you know what? Sure. I mean, we'll have you on the show and you can report back and tell us how it went. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just buy one of these things. And Jacon says, I'm sure these gummies will never compare to the quality flavors of that South American delicacy, though. You know, I don't know. I'm still not going to try it. I'm still not going to try the guinea pig, though. Yeah, I'm not. No. I might try the gummies. Guinea pig flavored gum. Now that's the thing. Gummy bears. Gummy bears don't taste like bears, do they? Do they have any gummy guinea pigs? Don't taste like guinea. Oh, okay. This show's going downhill fast. This started right when I hit record and stream. All right, we have something else to try, so I'm going to set the wine aside for just a moment because it's getting late, and it's time to try it because what we have to try is this. If I can pull up the photo again. Yeah, there it is. Strawberry Crate. Now, I can tell you that this probably doesn't taste like a gummy. And fortunately, no. But who knows? I haven't tried it yet. Strawberry Crate Hard Cider. This is a hard cider called Strawberry Crate. And we haven't done a cider for a while. We haven't, so we're going to try one tonight. I think that would be pretty good. So let me set the wine aside here. Not too far away because I'd like to have some wine. But let's try the Strawberry Crate cider. Hard cider. Now, there's a reason why we're trying this strawberry crate hard cider. It's because you know, of course, that... Oh, that's not it. Yeah, this is it. You know, of course, that we have the official Drink with Rick wine tasting notebook, which is available $8.99 for $8.99 on Amazon. And, of course, I give them away on the show. And I might give one away tonight. That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? We also have... Where's my camera one? There we go. We also have the Drink with Rick, official Drink with Rick beer tasting notebook. That's also available on Amazon for $8.99. And I do give those away on the show as well from time to time. But what you may not be aware of, and this is a brand new thing, let me see if I can pull that up. I don't know what I did with these things. I really don't know what I did with them. But what I haven't showed you yet, and it was just released this past week, is we have it. Do I have a drum roll? Drum roll, please. The official Drink with Rick cider tasting notebook. Yes, we now have an official Drink with Rick cider tasting notebook. There you go. I thought you'd be excited. I'm excited. Yes, the official Drink with Rick cider tasting. What do I have on my copy here? It's in right here. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Whoops. Wrong button. See, I need a producer. Not that I'll get one anytime soon, but the official Drink with Rick cider tasting notebook. This is where you can log all of your cider tasting notes from all the ciders that you buy. It's also now available, officially available from Amazon.com for $8.99. But I want to give some away tonight. I want to give a few copies away tonight if I can. And I think I'd like to give some away to all those who are in the chat. Aaron, because you mentioned the gummies, started things off because thanks for reminding me, by the way, because I almost forgot about the whole gummy segment. But thanks to you, Aaron, I did remember that. So thank you very much. Appreciate it. Aaron, if you're in the U.S., I'd like to send you a free copy of the official Drink with Rick cider tasting notebook. Also, Island Haze, you in the States as well, I can send you a copy too. J-Con, I know you'd like a copy. Would you like a copy of it? I'm sure you'd like a copy. Yeah, send you a copy of it as well. So those in the chat with me right now, get a free copy, and they're still on the way. The ones I'm giving away are still on the way from Amazon. They should be here by Wednesday, I think. And after that, then I can go ahead and send those out to you. So what you'll need to do is send your J-Con, I think I have yours from your last email. But send me a shipping address, valid shipping address to rick@savoymedia.com, rick@savoymedia.com. And with a valid shipping address, I don't do anything with your information or anything like that. It's just to send out the book. I'll send you a copy of the official Drink with Rick cider tasting notebook. How about that? It'd be pretty cool. So anyway, let's go ahead and taste some cider since we're on the subject now. Let's taste some cider. And once again, this is the cider that we're going to be tasting. If I can find it again. There we go. Strawberry Crate Hard Cider. 5.5% ABV. And looking on the side that says ingredients: fermented apple juice, strawberry juice concentrate, brewed and canned by Hard Pressed Cider Company. I see what they did there. Hard pressed. We're hard pressed for some cider. So let's hard press some cider. Hard pressed, yeah, I know. Where's my rim shot? Okay, anyway. Brewed and canned by Hard Pressed Cider Company. And this is in San Jose, California. It is a product of USA. Not too many of those these days, but it is one. So, the Strawberry Crate Hard Cider. I did not chill this because generally with ciders, you don't usually chill them too much. But I do have a glass. It is it's just a regular glass, see? It's not a, I could have gotten another genuine crystal glass, but I didn't. This is from Sunset and Vine, by the way, in Blowing Rock, North Carolina. Friends up there at Sunset and Vine. We're going to pour a little bit of the cider in here. You generally don't put ice or anything in here unless you want to, but you generally don't. Just pour some in there and get it going. There's a cider. I've got to get a close-up on this, don't I? Okay. There's the cider. Wow, nice. A little bit kind of fizzy. Fizzier than I expected. I didn't expect to see it that fizzy. I didn't think it was going to be that fizzy. Some ciders are, some aren't. This is a little bit more bubblier than I thought it would be. But I do have some information on this strawberry cider. I picked it up online. Apparently, Cider Expert has it listed, and they give it 3 point something stars, not quite 4 stars, 3 stars and a little smidgen of another star on the average rating. And they say it's 180 calories and 13 grams of sugar on their site. It gets some pretty decent reviews, so we're going to try it out ourselves. We're going to try it out now. Let me check the chats one more time. Okay. So, let me check everywhere else. Okay, nothing going on there. Okay, Facebook is quiet tonight. It's been quiet this whole... I don't know, we're going to get to Facebook right now. But Facebook has been problematic. And, yeah, we'll talk about that another time. Anyway, here's the cider, and I poured a lot more into it than I should have for the first taste because I didn't swirl it around or anything like that. But we're going to go ahead and taste it now. Let me smell it. Oh, wow, smells like strawberry. Wow, this smells a lot like, well, I mean, that's expected, right? But it does have a very strong strawberry scent to it. Wow. Smells like strawberry gummies. It smells a little bit like strawberry gummies. Yeah. I don't really. I'm not joking. It really does smell like strawberry gummies. Let's give it a taste. Tastes like strawberry gummies. It does taste like strawberry. There is a hint of apple in it. Not unexpected at all, because it is, after all, an apple cider. That's what a true hard cider is, an apple cider. However, there is a lot of strawberry in this cider. This is not too... It's you know what? It's actually a pretty decent cider. Very kind of mellow for a cider. Let's look at my official Drink with Rick. Let's consult the official Drink with Rick cider tasting notebook, because you can check off all the things that... Appearance, color. Well, looks like kind of like strawberry. It's not pale or yellow or gold or amber. It's kind of more of a brown color. It is. It's a clear color. It's not hazy. It's a little hazy, not too much. Not cloudy. And for the taste, we've got berry, bitter, citrus, cocoa, earthy, floral. Not any of those things. Fruit, yes it is. Grass, herbal, leather, nutty, sour. No. And it's not really a sour taste, no. Spice, sweet, tart. Not really tart. Tropical, toffee, vanilla. Light, medium, or intense. It's kind of a medium. It's not intense. It's not light. It's kind of a medium, balanced strawberry flavor. But I would circle berry. It's a very berry flavor. Sweetness, well, it is kind of dry. You've got, from dry, you've got the different levels of dry to sweet. It is a little bit sweet. It's kind of sweet, but it's a little dry also. So I'd say kind of somewhere in the middle. And it's, I wouldn't say it's full-bodied. I would say for a cider, I'd say it's somewhat, I'd put maybe somewhere in the middle, a 3. Acidity is a little bit fair. That's in the middle. Carbonation, it is, I'd say it's a little more of a 4 on carbonation because it's a little more carbonated than I would have expected, but not bad. It's because I don't like things that are too carbonated when it comes to ciders. I like my ciders really not carbonated at all, or close to it. But this one, even though it's fairly carbonated, it's not too much so. So it's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be too gassy. We'll find out in a little bit. But actually, it's nice. I like this cider. I like this strawberry cider. So I will say, well, this is a very good cider. I like the cider. Very good. So, yeah, I could drink it again. I could recommend this cider. I give it 2 thumbs up. So that's good for the Strawberry Crate hard cider. That's what we're looking at here. Strawberry Crate hard cider. And I picked this up. at Trader Joe's, and it cost me $2.50 for 1 can. I think it's $10 for a 4-pack. I only bought 1 so I could try it out. But it's now that I've tried it out, I think I'm going to go get a pack. As a matter of fact, I'm not only going to go get a pack of this, I'm probably going to buy a 4-pack for my son, Tom, who he does like hard cider. And he likes strawberry. I think he would like this. I think he really would like this cider. So I'm going to see if I can pick up a 4-pack for Tom at Trader Joe's the next time I go down there. Island Hayes says, sounded similar to Angry Orchard. Yeah, you know what? And I like Angry Orchard. They have some very good cider products. And I think we reviewed one a couple of years back on there. And Angry Orchards, they make some good products. They do. They make some good ciders. But yeah, it's a little bit. I don't recall trying their. I don't know about a strawberry. I've tried a few of the others. I think they had a lime, a lemon, a couple of others. I don't recall trying their strawberry. But this is actually very good. I like it. No, Angry Orchard is a good. They make good ciders. They do. And let's see, Beast on Gaming. By the way, Beast on Gaming, do you have would you like a copy of the Drink with Rick Cider Tasting Notebook? I can send you a copy as well. Just let me know, and just send me your address and email. I know I've sent you some things in the past, but I don't, like I said, I don't keep a lot of people's. I don't generally try not to keep a lot of that stuff on file, pretty much. It's because I don't hold people's personal information if I don't have to. So that's why, you would have to send it to me again. But this is actually pretty good. So I like it, and I would give this. So again, I give it 2 thumbs up. This is one I would put in the cider tasting notebook. Let's see what else we got in the chats here. Just checking the chats. Jaycon says, I've had many laughs this stream, so thanks for making my evening enjoyable. Well, thanks. I hope you're laughing with me and not at me, but if you're laughing at me, that's okay too, as long as you're laughing and having a good time. That's what it's all about. So I think. Did I cover everything? I think I covered everything, didn't I? Yeah, we're going to do a final review on the wine. Just remember. Oh, yeah, there is one more thing. He said I could read this. So this is from This is a nice email I received from J-Con this week, and he says, "Hey Rick, I won the wine holder on the last wine stream. I already have a 6-bottle wine holder, so I don't have a use for it. I could give it as a gift though if you still want to send it. Otherwise, save it for another viewer. Totally up to you, but please let me know either way. Thanks for entertaining me on Saturdays," and that's from J-Con. I really appreciate. Thank you very, very much, J-Con. They're really kind words, and I'm glad you're having a good time. But look, I'll send it to you anyway because I'll be honest with you. The stuff I have to give away. Okay, I made this with my 3D printer. This is what he's talking about. This is the wine bottle holder, and it's really cool. Let me pull up a long shot of this. Okay, let me get close up. Okay, there we go. Oops, dropping bottles everywhere. There we go. All right, so where was I? Okay. Let's see. Here, let me try it. Do I have one I can try it with? Yes, I do. I just dropped it on the floor. So I made some of these. I have a 3D printer now, and I made some of these with the 3D printer. I'm going to get rid of that thing for a second. Where's my... Get rid of that lower third. There we go. All right, so I made some of these with a 3D printer. This is really cool. It's a wine bottle holder. But you see, this is not the only one I have. I made a few of them. I made them in different colors. I mean, gray, and then I have this whole box full of them. I got a whole box of these things. I made a whole bunch. I made this one. I made that one. I made this one. Oh yeah, I made a whole bunch of them. There we go. So we got these things. So I could save it for someone else, but there's one more. Well, I got all these, and I make some more. So no, it's I can send this to you if you want. Anyway, give them away. I like to give this stuff away. So don't worry, it's not the only one I got. I appreciate it, but it's not the only one I got. I got a whole bunch of them. Originally, here's what was going to happen. Originally, I was going to give a couple of these away and then use the rest to decorate the backdrop. But then I realized that, well, it's not going to work out too well the way I want to decorate it. So I thought, why don't I just give them all away? So I want to give them all away. So I tell you what I'll do. Everybody in the chat right now who wants one, tell me what color you want. I got 3 colors. I got a black and a gray and what was the other one I had? Blue. And so J-Con, I can send you the blue one anyway. But tell me what colors. Those of you who I'm giving away a free cider tasting notebook to, I'll throw in one of these as well. Okay, just tell me what color you want. When you send me your valid shipping address, tell me which color of the wine bottle holder you want, and I can send you one of those with the cider tasting notebook. How about that? Okay, that works. So so that's a bonus, free bonus there. But you'll have to send it to me soon because, like I say, if I'll need to get your answer before the end of the month of this month, May, because there's a time on that, and you need to be in the U.S. You need to be in the United States. Okay. The cider's starting to hit a little bit. This is good. The wine didn't bother me too much at 14% ABV, but this is 5.5%, and it's starting to hit a little. Maybe it's a combination of the two. The Cuy and and the strawberry cider. I gotta have some more of that strawberry cider. That's good. Okay, so anyway, I think that'll do it. I do want to mention our sponsor this week. We do have a sponsor. Let me this week's sponsor. Okay, this week's sponsor. Let me see if I can pull it up because I forgot to cue it up. This week's sponsor, if I can find it again, is where'd it go? Yeah, I wasn't prepared for this. What can I say? I've got so many of these things. There we go. This week's sponsor is the show is brought to you by the Savco Stringy Art Treasury Trove.
Ladies, the ancient Aztecs knew the secret to fine string art. No, it's not from a museum. It's part of this unique collection you can have in your own home. It's as simple as XYZ. It's the Savco Stringy Art Treasury Trove, and it's available for the first time ever. These pieces are enough to bring life to every home. Just look at this beautiful twilight serenity. Isn't it lovely? But that's not all, because you also get this new modern stringy art entitled Contemporary Garbage. You would expect to pay $10, $15, even $20 a piece for this fine art. But we're offering the entire collection to you for the low, low price of $19.95. But wait, there's more. Order before 7:30 tonight and receive even one more fine stringy art piece, the lovely Misty Boat Dock. Or turn it a little, and it's the house. Beautiful and valuable. Order the Savco Stringy Art Treasury Trove collection for everyone you love, and they'll love you for it.
To order your stringy art, dial 1-800-555-6213. That's 1-800-555-6213. Or write Stringy Art, P.O. Box 37, Sav City, Florida 77911. That's Stringy Art, P.O. Box 37, Sav City, Florida 77911. Send $19.95 cash, allow 63 weeks for delivery. Order now.
So, while it's available, get your Savco Stringy Art kit. And that's this week's sponsor. No, I don't have any sponsors. Goodness. It's another film I made back in the early '80s with my buddies on Super 8, no less. Jacon says I followed my wine up with the classic Michelob Golden Light, which I wrote both down in your handy books. Well, I'm glad you're making good use of the books. I really I think that's great, Jacon. Do I have a yes, I do. It's thank you very much. Much appreciated. And let's see, everyone else is still in the chat there. Okay, so Island Hayes and Aaron, just go ahead and once again and send me a valid shipping address, and I will get these free items out to you. Also, Beast on Gaming, if you want, I can get those to you as well. It's up to you. Just once again, send your mailing address to me, and I will, their shipping address, I should say, and I can get that out to you. And no, Jacon, absolutely, I'd be more than happy to send it out to you as well. So I'll send it out to you along with the cider tasting notebook. How about that? Everybody, I sound like Oprah. You get a notebook, and everybody gets a wine or cider tasting notebook. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, I think that does it for the show tonight, right? I think we've pretty much taken this about as far as we can tonight. All right. I want to thank everybody for being here with me tonight on the show. Final review on the wine, on the Cuy wine. That is. This is an interesting wine. I like this. It is a... Whoops. Yeah, I'm dropping stuff back here. This is a wine from Mendoza, Argentina. 14% ABV. 2023 vintage. Available at Trader Joe's for $9.99. I like it, and I like Malbecs anyway, so maybe I'm a little, biased in that regard, partial to it. This is actually pretty good Malbec. I was getting some plum and some. I was getting a few things in this. One of the things that I picked out later on was kind of like an elderberry taste, and that was after I paired it with the cheese. And it actually, it's medium tannins. There's some acidity to it, medium acidity. It's full bodied. This is a full bodied wine, but it doesn't taste heavy. It's not a heavy wine. It's kind of medium, and it has a very nice long finish to it, which I kind of enjoyed. And I really, unlike some wines that have had 14% alcohol with a long finish to it, I really wasn't tasting a lot of the alcohol in it, which is what I like. So I think it's a very good wine. I like it, and I recommend it. I do. And as for the cider, the cider was very good. I actually, the cider, I think, I like that almost a little better. I switched off in the Strawberry Crate hard cider, 5.5% ABV, and it's very strawberry, at least to me. A very strawberry. It's not a sour. It's not like a sour taste or anything like that. It's not really even overly sweet. It's kind of a neutrally balanced in that. It's fairly dry, but it's actually very good. I liked it. I liked it a lot, and I'm going to go out and get some more of it. So there you go. That's my final review of the wine. As for the gummies, actually I brought some, but there is something that I did want to try, and that is on camera. Let me pull up camera 3 for just a moment. I had a couple of little desserts. There's something my lovely wife she gave me. There's a dessert to go with the wine. This is some kind of a pastry. I don't know if I'm going to really try that right now. Well, I guess it could. Let's try it. It's a cheese and I don't know what's in here, to be honest. I don't know what. Kind of a raspberry pastry or something with cheese. Okay. Well, I tried that. And she and I purchased that earlier today. And she wanted me to try it out, so I got stuck on the plate, and I brought it up here. I brought the plate up here with that on it, and stuck it on the plate. Said, "Hey, let's try it." Okay. But there is one other thing that I want to try. This is a Filipino dessert made with sweet rice. And let's see if I got this correct. Because I kept forgetting how to pronounce this. I kept forgetting what it was called, first of all, but I kept forgetting how to pronounce it. And my lovely wife, she says it's called calamay. 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 I guess it's calamay. I guess it's calamay. Calamay. Something like that. I don't know. I could never get it right. So it's kind of a gooey. It's not really gummy. Kind of a gummy. It's kind of gummy, but it's gooey. But it's kind of a sweet rice kind of a taste. And very interesting stuff. Very sweet. I should try it with the wine. Pretty good, though. This is what it is. I mean, it's I know what it looks like, okay? I've already done the jokes with her. I know what it looks like. But it actually tastes pretty good. I like it. See how it pairs with the wine. This should be interesting. Hey. That's interesting. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty decent. Well, look it up. It's spelled. I had to write it down. Kalamay. It's a Filipino dessert of some sort. Kalamay. Kalamay. That's how it's pronounced. So there you go. And that's our show for tonight. All right. Well, I'd like to thank everybody here for being with me tonight. I want to thank Bison Gaming for being here, and I hope you're doing well. It's been a while since I've seen you. It's great to have you here. The Island Haze, thank you for being here as well. I really appreciate it. And Aaron Dallin, thank you for being here also. And hope you enjoy the show. Enjoyed having you here. And also, of course, Jaycon, thank you for being here as always. I really, really do appreciate it. Jaycon says, have you thought about sharing recipes from your lovely wife to the stream? I have, and we actually have shared a recipe or two in the past, I think. And generally, we've said, hey, email us and we'll send you the recipe. And we've done that on an occasion or two, but we'll do that later on. She's kind of recovering from some. She's recovering from some downtime, and we're hopefully sometime soon she'll be able to get back back into doing the things that she loves to do, which is mainly preparing. That's why there's been kind of a dearth of not much going on the plate here. It's because normally in the past she's prepared all this stuff for me. She's done all the work, and she's made all these great little presentations, food presentations, and she hasn't been able to do that because she's been a little out of commission for a few weeks. But she's hoping she's recovering now, and she's hoping to get everything back together soon, and then we'll be back and doing all this stuff that she loves to do. And it takes a while, but we'll get her there. Anyway, in the meantime, that's why. Yeah, I've been putting my own plates together lately. It hasn't been. I am just not the food presenter that my lovely wife is. I'll have to say, just something lacking here. But she'll get there eventually at some point, and then we'll be able to do the recipes and everything else again. But thanks for asking, appreciate it. And anyway, so thank you everyone for being here tonight. I do appreciate each and every one of you, as always. There is one, and because I do, there is one more person. Person. He's not really a person. He's a It's Roadkill Bill, of course, everyone. It's Roadkill Bill, and Roadkill Bill deserves some applause, and he's going to get it as soon as I find my applause button. There we go. That's Roadkill Bill with a special message for everyone. Roadkill Bill is, we're going to tell his origin story one of these days, probably. He's a dog toy. Don't tell him that. He's a dog toy. He used to be a dog toy. Now he's my toy. He's the official mascot of Drink with Rick on the Saturday Night Winestream. But Roadkill Bill has a very special message for you. And it is a serious message. I mean, I jest, but this is in all seriousness. Please do not drink and drive. Drink in the comfort of your home, your apartment, your hotel room, your dwelling, wherever you are. Drink there and then stay put. If you have to go somewhere, call an Uber, call a Lyft, call a cab, call a friend, someone who has valid driver's license, who you trust, who hasn't been drinking, someone that, let them take the keys, okay? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to not be the one driving, okay? Especially if you have had a couple of drinks, you definitely don't know. It does. I know, because it does impair one's judgment. It does. And this is not disparaging anybody here, but that's just how alcohol works. That's how it is. So use good judgment, and I know you do because you watch the show. So I know you're using good judgment, right? Don't drink and drive. Have somebody else drive you home, or just stay put. Don't text and drive either, because it's also very, very dangerous. Because I do care about each and every one of you. And I want you to have a great week. I want you to have a fantastic week. But most of all, I want you to have a safe week. So you can join me here again next week on the Saturday Night Wine Stream, and we can all get together and drink with Rick. Good night.